All right, let's get going. Last week we made some archery lanes for the game, and this week I just want to finish it by a couple of things I talked about. Putting items in people's hands, and I got to do some character animation because I do not have any archery animation. I'm pretty sure. I should probably open the project. All right. So I'll probably start with the item thing since it seems to be a little more important. Where to begin? Well, I need to make a new scriptable object. It's going to be the easiest way to add this. So if the thing I always do, copy and paste something that already exists. And I probably need my simplest, actually, I have an item collection here. I wonder if I could just use this. No, this is inventory items only. But I'll start with that since it's one line of code. Easy to manipulate. Oof. And if I sound funky today, it's because I am exhausted. All right, so this is going to be called the, let's see, the hand item socket. That definition? No. The item socket spawner? Activity item. This one's hard to name, it's so specific. I'll call it the activity item socket spawner. Oh, that's so wordy. That's horrible. All right, activity item spawner. That's it. Activity item spawner. So this can really be anything. It's just a bunch of game objects and the socket that it goes in. Now, I don't think I track the sockets in the rig. So let me see how I could do that pretty easily. I probably just need a quick script that just references them all. I could do a find by name, but that sounds horrible. That sounds horrible. Yeah, let me grab a guest. Guest generic. So in their rigs, do I even put sockets in here? I must. I have to. Okay. And it's funny, I have them in the rig. I should just put this in the Maya file. Like, I'm adding them here in Unity. I really should just put them in the Maya file. Hand socket, head socket, left shoe, right shoe. And now I need, so this is right hand. And I'm gonna need a left hand because I think, yeah, if I have a bow and arrow, I don't want to put the arrow in the right hand and the bow in the left hand. So I now need a left hand. Okay, and it needs to be in the same place, which is this. Oh, that's not the same. Should I eyeball it? Let's see. So X is facing. I just need Y facing up. That's, I think, okay, it already is. So as long as Y is facing up, we're good. And we're roughly in the same area. But yeah, I wonder why these joints must just, they just have wacky rotations and positions. Yeah, they're not, they're nowhere near the same. I could unparent this and get a global. Nah, it's fine. It's totally fine. All right. And then there's things that I need to animate, like, so the arrow would have to animate in the hand and then outside of the hand. Like, once you fire it, you don't want it on the hand anymore. This is a really complex thing. I might have to just, I might have to, like, actually parent it to the root and not even parent it to the hand and just bake, frame by frame, bake the animation. Okay. Yeah, that it seems like what I have to do. So that's what I'll do. Let's see. So I need a quick definition. And so this is really just going to hold a bunch of references. And I probably just need the transforms. Root socket. This is great if I want to put a temporary hat on someone. Maybe the different activities will have different hats. Easy. And do I want to put it on the root, or do I want to put it, let's see, when I grab the character, when I grab the activity, or the person using the activity, I think it's this guest. Where is guest? I think that's the root. Yeah, okay. So I think I want it up here. Because I don't want to be doing any, like, getting components in children. There's too many children in these characters. I don't want to cycle every time, so I'll just put it here for now, and then if it's no good, I'll put it somewhere else. Gertie Bear, how you doing? Yeah, it's quiet today. It's all right. It's okay. I get it. Can't expect everyone to come here twice a week. That's ridiculous. Sometimes I'm gonna be here alone. FB does need an hour. I actually feel bad poking that group. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it anyway. And also, I started early today. I've been doing this for like 20 minutes already. How are you doing, Kurt? I'm wild. I was up at 5:45 this morning. Oof. Happy the PC dilemma's over. Oh yeah, that's 30 degrees. That's really low. Like, yeah, I guess I don't really know how powerful cooling systems are supposed to be. I thought it was just like, if it gets to 90, get it down to 70. You know, I didn't know you keep it at 30 or could. That's pretty cool. All right, so this is for the guest. I need to add this to the player also. Let's do that. And I also need to add that extra socket because this player does not have that socket. Player viz. Oh, whoops. I need to add it to the root here. So the ISO player root, no, I'm pretty sure. Okay, when it's the player state that triggers the activity, so that's going to be right here. Paste. That was idling without doing anything. It was averaging like 45 if you're surfing the web and other things. It's on par with my new build. I was surprised the AIO cooler died though. What is the AIO? And so something did break. It wasn't like just a BIOS setting. Also, let me know if the audio's okay. Audio's good? Cool. So I've been trying to I've been trying to post TikToks. I'm not good at it. I'm doing my best. And I was trying to figure out how to get good like voiceover audio, and like for some reason like this microphone, it sounds good for Twitch. I don't, maybe Twitch is doing like processing that I'm not aware of. I don't know. But then when I like just record it just to, you know, in Premiere, it sounds terrible. I don't know why. Yeah, my TikToks are, I just don't trust that TikTok's likes and views are accurate. Like, I just have massive mistrust for the platform. And I don't know. Because that first video I posted, like an intro to Alpine Lake, it got 3,500 views. That's with me paying for it as an ad. And it got 300 likes. That's 1 out of every 10 people is liking it. I would assume that that's like a good metric and would spread more, but I don't know. Isn't there a voice filter in TikTok everyone uses for animal voice? I don't know. I don't know anything about TikTok. I hate it. But, you know, it's where the audience is. They're not on Instagram anymore. All you Instagrammers, you're too old. The gaming audience for this game is going to be on TikTok. I was watching someone else's stream, and they were like, share whatever you want. And I'm like, oh, I started a TikTok. I know I did something naughty. I started a TikTok, and I sent it to him to show, and he's like, I can't show this. This is TikTok. They're gonna cut to a naked person like instantly. I'm gonna get banned. And then it's a necessary evil. I see it. Like, you just gotta do it. You gotta market. I'm not a AAA. I'm not a trusted indie developer. You gotta market. All right, socket setup. I did not set the root for the guest generic though. Okay. All right. And if any Unity developers are out there, I get this error, worker 0. Anytime I go to these guest prefabs, or my character prefabs at all, and I don't know what this is, and I can't get rid of it. I've Googled it 1,000 times. It looks like just an editor bug, but it drives me nuts. And also, transition in talk sit uses chatting B, which does not exist. Okay, I know that. I can fix that. Talk sit uses chatting B, yeah. Okay, so this actually doesn't need anything. It has exit time. And fixed duration, no, fixed percentage. Okay. Good morning to everyone who's joined us in the past few minutes. We're working on the archery from the last stream and trying to get items in NPC's hands. And we're also trying to gonna do some character animation. We're gonna try and get an archery animation that works properly, which sounds easy, but the fact that an item needs to be in the character's hand, leave the character's hand, and like stick to the archery target, it's a little complicated. And I'm thinking I'm just doing world space baking of the object itself, and just making sure that its transforms are snapped to the root of the rig. But that might not work. We'll find out together. We're in this together. I'm glad you guys are here. All right, so now that we got socket definition, we can go back to the activity item spawner. It's already open. So these items are collections of game objects, but what I need is a collection of a game object and a socket. So let's make a struct or a class. I might need an enum here. All right, public enum socket type root. And then here I'm going to do a public class. Does it class or struct? Does it matter? I think, yeah, struct you can't have a null. Oh no, you can't have no. Yeah, can't you not have a null starting value? So would game objects not work? I don't know. I don't know how that works. So we'll just do activity item. No, I already have an activity item. It's like a decoration though. It's not really an item. call it a socket item, which has a game object and a socket type. Okay, that should be it. So we know the object, we know what socket it goes in, we're good. Let's see, what else? That's it. Okay, let's get it in the activity now. So, activity, I haven't looked, oh man, I haven't opened the script in years. This is everything, this is how activities function. And where do I tell a guest to do the thing? So here's where we register. Registering a guest to an activity doesn't do the activity. It just kind of says, hey, this activity is this guest's. No other guests can be here. Register entire activity? No. Can register? No. Can register entire activity? No. Add interaction, remove interaction, check for overrides. It's possible I register and I let the guest handle what to do. So when I register an activity, maybe it's in the guest script actually. I got too many scripts open. Let's dial it back a bit. I don't need you. I don't need you. I need the player state later. Location, location, location. No, 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 none, 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 none. Nope. Nada. Okay, that's it. Alright. So here's where we enter an activity. Well, here's where we run the code. Just arrived, looking for restaurant. Activity reached. Okay, activity is reached. We calculate the activity thought. We tell the world that the activity has begun. We spawn activity item at location. Oh, I already have something called activity item. It's something different. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay. Gonna ignore that for now. I just can't. This project's too big. Don't I have like a start activity? Oh, is that the locomotion controller? Guest locomotion. NPC locomotion state machine. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is where activities begin. Activity state, enter. When we enter the activity state, we grab the current activity interaction. We snap to it. We tween to it. We trigger animation. Perfect. This is exactly where I need to be. So now I need to get the items that I need and put them in my hand. And that means this script needs a reference to the socket thing that we just made. What did I even call it? Socket definition. Oh man. It's too early. Can't code at 7 a.m. Not today. Not after a horribly sweet margarita. So I was at SIGGRAPH yesterday. Anyone here been to SIGGRAPH? The visual effects and now gaming. It's like Comic-Con for visual effects people. And I saw Unity. Unity was there. I tried to visit the Unreal room, but the Unreal room was insanely busy. The Unity room was unfortunately very empty, which made me sad, but I'm glad I had the place to myself. And there was a woman there who she gave me like a tutorial on SpeedTree, and I kind of recognized her voice, and I recognized the model she was working on. And she's the one on YouTube doing the SpeedTree tutorials, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, the Unreal room was insane. Like, I couldn't even get to the door to see in the room because there were people spilled out of the room, and they were all like peeking around the doorway in a complete dome blocking off the doorway. So I don't even know what was in the room. Visual effects people have an unnatural obsession with Unreal right now, and that's good for them. I don't have that. But that was the first SIGGRAPH I've ever been to, and I've been doing visual effects for 15 years. And I had to, I don't know. I had to do it once. Plus my company paid for it, and it's not that expensive to get a floor ticket anyway. It's $45 to get a floor ticket just to see like the local exhibitions. And if you want to see talks, like the full pass is $1,500. So entry, $50. Learning something, $1,500. Whatever. All right, so who do I want to control? I might just have the socket definition control the spawning of this stuff, because I don't want to do that in the locomotion script. That's no good. No bueno. So I need a function here. Let's see, just like configure activity item, configure spawner, or whatever. And it takes an activity item spawner. FB, I'm glad you're here today. Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday gym this week. So Thursdays. Is that why you always need an hour? Because you go to the gym? Oh. Are you near your gym now? Or do you still like go really far? You must have a new gym. Oh, okay. You're quite chatty for someone at the gym. You don't travel, or you don't live near one? Like, how far are you from your gym now? What are these things called? Socket item. I don't like that this is called items. Blink. Right. Does everybody do that? Is everyone just on their phones in between sets? I wouldn't know because I've literally never been to a gym. All right, so all I gotta do is switch case. Nope, switch socket item dot socket case root brick. Anyone who knows Visual Studio, I've seen people like auto-complete switch cases with all of the possible enums, and I can't figure out how to do it. Depends. You don't want to get too distracted. Gotta pump, pump, pump. Yeah. Alright, so this should be easy. This should be a very simple script. The only complicated thing is I need to clean it up after. So I need to go through each socket and delete these things. But I have other things in the sockets, like their hair and their glasses, so I can't just blow everything away. So I need to track what I'm spawning. That's not so bad. Using system.collection. This is gonna be tough because I have a bunch of different outs to the activity, like animations. So I gotta make sure I put this. I gotta clean it up everywhere. All right, so real simple. Instantiate. Excuse me while I coffee. I need the transform of the root. That's it, right? Why? Oh, whoops. Socket item dot go. Actually, instead of doing this, I'll just track the transform that I need to parent to. And then I'll set it here. Okay, and then at the end I'll just do the one line to the object parent. So much copying and pasting. Doesn't that mean you're doing it wrong? Can someone please just like judge my coding and tell me I'm doing it wrong? Oh, it's all coffee, yeah. This code is terrible. Mike Lombardo. Yes, this code is terrible, thank you. Oh, I'm so sorry, Mike. I feel like I failed you yesterday real hard. I hope you'll forgive me today. All right. Let me help here. I have a feeling if I typed in that line, I'll get a red squiggly. I got a bunch of red squigglies. How are you, Mike? All right, so now I just need to add this to the spawned objects list. And it's being tracked. Done. Let's just clean this thing up. Clear spawned items. For int x equals spawned objects dot length. I am tired. I stayed up too late watching the new Ninja Turtles, and then I got up too early, and now I gotta work it. Amen to that. The new Ninja Turtles. Is that a movie or a show? Is that the Seth Rogen Ninja Turtles? Adulting is hard. do this while x is greater than or equal to 0. X minus minus. Pro tip, if you want to delete a bunch of stuff, you gotta go backwards. Destroy. And then spawn objects equals new list of game objects. Okay. All right. I think that's everything. We spawn it, we put it in the socket, we get rid of it. So now we just need to pass along that information. And we need to put it in the activities interaction zone. So this is, okay, this is the script I was afraid to touch because I haven't looked at it in so long. So I have these activity interaction areas. They contain the information of the animation to do, the length of the animation, the sprite that the character thinks of when they do it. So I guess this is where I would put the item definition, right? Yeah, definitely. All right, so public activity item spawner. It is the Seth Rogen one. It's pretty fantastic. I saw that the new Street Fighter is having a collaboration with Ninja Turtles, and they're releasing the character costumes, and they're $15 per Ninja Turtle. So like, you got to pay $15 to change the color of their headband. if you want to be Raphael and Michelangelo, that's $30 just for 2 characters. And I'm pretty sure the internet's mad about that. That is a psycho amount of money for costumes. Yeah, right? That's the price of the game is the same price as 4 textures? No. I don't buy it. Because if you think about it, like, let's talk about the value of stuff. How do you place the value of something? Now, what they're selling is a model, is a rig, it's like maybe some weighting, it's textures. They're selling these assets, and that is what they're charging $15 for. Now, they also sell an entire game for the same exact price, and the entire game probably took 1,000 people 4 years to make. Or maybe like 300 people 3 years to make. Let's just say it took that. But 2 people for like 2 weeks could make those assets. And the value is just all skewed. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, and some people don't break it down like that, like hours put into the thing they're buying. But everyone feels it. You feel like that's why everyone thinks it's a ripoff. It's because you know in your heart of hearts that that doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like a fair transaction. And I don't think it is. All right, so I might want to test this on something that isn't brand new. But, I'll just test it here. So I need to save this bow, and let's make our first definition. Content. So I have a scriptable objects folder. Item activity stats, item activity types, item activity locations. So these are all a whole different system that has nothing to do with the activity items that we just made, which that's okay. We'll just have to keep it in our heads. Just another thing to keep in our heads. So activity item spawners. We put it in Innkeeper, activity item spawner. So this is the Archery spawner. Oops, got a system.serialize that bad boy. And please show up here. Pretty please. Perfect. So now this is going to be the bow, which goes in the left hand. And I need a prefab of it to spawn it. So up, content. Anyone have any fun plans this weekend? It is Thursday. I went to bed on time, woke up early to foam. I feel fine. Nice. Oh yeah, baby, I'm gonna wake up early and foam. I realize I should not be saying that. I hope you're talking about just working out. So I want this bow to be the prefab. And I might as well name it something. Obvious. Oh, okay. Foaming. Just so everyone knows who isn't aware, what FB refers to as foaming is creating things out of foam because he makes costumes. So please don't be grossed out by that. It's actually an adorable thing. I would call it costume crafting? Costuming? I don't know. What would you call it? It's Kohan time. What up, Nick? Clip boy. Nick the Clip boy. Megan wants to go to all the arts and crafts stores for Halloween decorations. What is it, August? I know you guys like to do Halloween hard. I don't take that from you. You don't want to know what I was editing yesterday? But yeah, please do not share what you were editing yesterday. Please keep that to yourself. Oh my god. I'm hearing my dog's stomach rumbling. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's very loud. She's got digestion issues. Raise your hand if you have digestion issues. Stop starving your dog. No, you don't understand. She eats so much food, but she's always starving. It's an anomaly. And the vets have said, like, oh, it could be this, it could be that. And I'm just like, she's been starving her whole life. She's never been full. Has any dog ever been full before? Like, they're starving always. All right. So now I have the definition here. It's set up. Now I need to call that script in the guest function. Configure activity stats. Set activity. Let's see. So This is very lame. Redo this. Oops. If it's bedtime, display, set activity interaction. Okay. Here's where I do it. Set activity interaction. We get the current activity. We get the current interaction. This is if we go to it. Oh, this is to get to it. She has high thyroid. Yeah, they've checked her thyroid before. It wasn't that. Or maybe they just stopped caring because she's so old. You know, she's 13 now. This dog is old. She had cancer. She recovered from being diabetic. Like, she's got problems. This dog is a miracle dog. When I go to the vet always like walks in. She's like, "Yay, it's the miracle dog!" And then Pep like wags her tail and comes over. She's just still got energy. It's crazy. My dog is psycho. I remember in middle school when I'd be so nervous to call a script, and you'd have to talk to her dad on the phone, and be like, "Can I talk to your daughter?" Ha ha ha. What? Call a script? You mean call a girl? Yeah, it's definitely a typo in there. Unless he's making a pun that I don't get. You said script calling. Oh, that is quite the leap. I'm sorry, Mike. Dojo needs a script to talk to women. I don't think that's true. All right, where did I set that activity state? It was here. Okay. Trigger activity animation. That means we're here. We're starting the activity. Current interaction. So, okay. Socket definition dot configure spawner of current interaction dot activity item spawner. Okay, that's good. So now any other state needs to, I need to figure out exactly when these activity interactions end. And I don't know if it's that clear cut. I feel like I never really needed to know the ending of them that much. Actually, that's totally not true. I need to unregister them from the activity. So unregister. Where do I unregister them? He is a good looking man. Mike Lombardo is a fantastic looking man. Actually, everyone in chat right now is a fantastic looking man. All right. So where do I unregister? Let's go back to activities. I unregister occupants. Where do I do this? I do this in the guest. And I do this in the player state. Okay. Perfect. Here. Unregister current activity. So I'm pretty sure all of them do this. And if the activity does not equal null, unregister. If current interaction what do I call it? I'm so crazy. What did I just call it? Current activity item, new. Set activity. I did it just here. What is happening? This script is too big. It's official. It's too big. I'm lost in my own script. Current activity item, current hotspot. Oh, it's here. It's in the locomotion. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. So the locomotion has the definition, but the guest unregisters. So I need to tell the locomotion to unregister to tell the socket definition to... Oh my god. What a nightmare. So yeah, I don't need an if statement here. Just locomotion. Clear activity items. Okay, we're cleared. So we've unregistered. We've cleared up all the items. We've spawned all the items. We have to set up the archery target to actually have that definition in its interaction spot. And then I think we're ready to test. That was a lot of code with no testing. So if it works, first try, I'll be happy. If not, I will not be surprised. So we put the archery spawner item in the interaction spot. And oh, I didn't add this to the player. I only added this to the guests because it happens in different spots. But that's actually pretty easy in the player. It's because I don't have two scripts I'm bouncing back and forth between. Players all in one spot. So I just need the 2 lines of code to spawn and clean them up. Let me grab the spawn line just because I forget. Configure spawner with the interactions items, form activity interaction. So we trigger the animation, we gotta spawn it, and then we need a socket definition reference. Okay, so now we spawn it. We just got to clean it up. It's not called, it's called activity interaction. Okay, and where do we clean it up? Cancel activity. So we unregister, right? Activity completed. We unregister the occupant here. So I guess we can also clean it up. Okay. I feel like every time I've done this, I'm like, okay, I'm confident it's going to work first try. I'm too beaten up right now. I am not confident it's going to work first try. Let's full screen it for effect. Get a nice close view. Archery target, hold to shoot. It worked first try. The rotation's a little off, but it's in her hand. And now it didn't clean up. It did not clean up. So I gotta figure out why it didn't clean it up. But that's pretty good. I'll take it. So this is gonna be annoying. I can't have the objects be the game objects prefabs. I need to have them parented under something so I can have transform offsets. Whatever. Whatever. So it needs to be upright. And I think that's it. I think it just needs to be upright and facing Z is correct. Because what did I say? It has to be Z down. We'll just keep rotating it until it works. So that's silly. Don't do that. So why didn't it clean it up? That's a strange one. I wonder if I oh, I got an error. Duh, that's why. Socket definition, configure spawner, current. Okay, so something could be null here, and I need to check. I need to check all these things. Oh, duh, I need to check if the activity item spawner is null. And then same thing down here. I just realized I'm probably deleting the activity interaction before I clean up the item. That's why it's not working. So I unregister and then I clear and then I set it to null. Oh, but I don't need the it's probably just the errors that was making it not work. Yeah, let's try again. Please don't speak of spoilers. We have sensitive people in the audience. All right, so now it's in our hand, but rotated 180 degrees in the wrong direction. And she still has her sword. And I still got an error, and it did not despawn. Okay. Oh, I know. I know why. Come on, guys. Why didn't you tell me that this needed to be count -1? Duh. All right, so the despawning should work. And now okay, I've been waiting to toggle visibility of items in hands. I gotta do that too. That's annoying. Just for the player though, guests don't really have equipped items, so this should be pretty easy. So for the player state, when we configure the spawner, if it's not null, if it's not null, we activity configure the spawner, and we always want to toggle equipped object to false, and then we want to turn it back on here. True. Done. Gunzy MP3. Gunzy MP3. Gunzy MP3. What up, Gunzy? Dork action. Come on, man. Don't make fun of me. I'm very sensitive today. Just been getting no sleep. Good morning. All right. I like all the bikes you have. What bikes? Oh my. He wants to block that word. I mean, it's fine. This is my stream shirt. I can't wear this shirt in public anymore because it's as thin as my wife would say, it's as thin as a tissue. Oh wait, I want to fix the rotation. I want it to look nice on my first successful go. So we need to face positive Z. It's as thin as my hair. Please like and subscribe. I'll be here all week. You're right. If anyone is here and isn't a follower, feel free to hit that button. I don't know. Whatever. I think it's just us regulars. I have no interest in marketing my Twitch. I'm really just here to hang out with you all, and if you want to be here. 18 more until we can give you free money. I don't think I'm going to enable that. I don't want people to give me money. What? Why do I want that? Keep your money. I'd rather you just be here. All right. I feel like it's going to work now. It only took a few tries. Free Twitch Prime subs. So does that, so you get a free sub because you're an Amazon Prime member, and then that money value does transfer? All right, then yeah, give me your free Amazon money. I'll take Amazon's free money. All right, boom, we got a bow in the hand. We got a bow in the hand. She's patting her butt with it. Cancel. And it cleaned it up, but it didn't clean it up fast enough. I feel like it needed to clean up when the activity unregistered faster. Jeg Bezos did this first. So a Prime sub is $5. So the Twitch user only gets half that? Interesting. That is quite the profit share. I mean, I guess Twitch is a pretty big network that does a lot, but whatever. Yeah, bro, it's called capitalism. I know. So I was at SIGGRAPH yesterday, and I was speaking to a couple of the people from the Amazon Web Service, AWS. And they were showing off Autodesk Flame on the cloud. A bow in the hand is worth 2 in the brush. Yeah. Yeah, Sigraph was like... it was interesting because it was my first one, but it was a little lame. It was a little lame. All right, so all right. I want to clean up the item the second the activity ends, and not during the end sequence. Remember when you won an award at FIT? I didn't win anything. Or are you talking to Mike? Can you guys not talk about hairy brooches, please? So where does that trigger? The activity ending my thesis? My thesis or Mike's thesis? Who are you guys talking to? My thesis won nothing. I watched it recently because I was looking at my YouTube channel, and I have it unlisted, but it's still like live. It wasn't that bad. I mean, I don't know. I was an idiot. I was young. All right. Back to the code. Back to the code. It's been an hour, and we've only gotten a bow in a hand, which actually is a lot because now I can put food on people's plates. I can put books in their hands when they read. I've been needing to do this for a while. All right, so I seem to wait for the animation to end here, but I don't want to wait. I want to just do it now. And then I want to immediately put the other item back in their hand. Okay. That was easy. I don't think that's related. I think the guests would do it correctly. I don't think I wait for guests. I should check. Let's just make sure the player works. Boom, instant. Okay. It looked like the sword toggled in a few frames later, which is strange. I'm pretty sure... Oh, it did. Yeah. So I clear it. No. I toggle it true instantly. Like, why wasn't it instant? Whatever. That I don't mind so much. It wasn't visually obnoxious. So do I wait for the guest's animation to end? Clear spawned items. Clear activity items. Okay. Clear activity items. Unregister current activity. Unregister cancel activity. Unregister. So do I wait? Are there any coroutines? No. So once I complete it, I instantly unregister it and clean up that item. All right, we're good. Boom. I think we're ready for animation. So here we go. We're going to do some character animation. We just need a... Now I know the item thing is going to be annoying, but I think all I need to do is make the item with animation baked in. Once it shows itself, pretty much it should sync with the animation that I'm making right now. So the two should sync at the same time. And the arrow will be attached to the root of the character and not the root of the hand, or not the hand socket. And it'll just have frame by frame animation. And it will track to the hand and then hit the target. I think it'll be okay. I'm just gonna like plow through it and fix bugs later. That's the way. So I need to bring this into a character animation scene. So I have the exact locations. I need to know the exact location of this interaction, which I believe I snapped it to a spot interaction. It is exactly negative 3.25 units from the origin. That is great. So let's make an animation scene. And what I always love to do is start from one that exists. And photo look has items in it, but I don't need that. I can just start with, I'll start with present item, since it has no animation, it's just a pose. And so now this is interesting. I need to know, I need to bring in that bow. I'm going to reference in all of the furniture, which is kind of silly. But whatever. Bring in all the furniture. And I don't need any of it except the archery target. So I want this. Was it 325? Yeah. 325 units away. That means that's exactly where the interaction spot is. And it's up in the air. It's 0.05 up in the air, which means it should be -5. Okay. So now she's standing exactly where she needs to be. This bow, I also want to put it in a layer so I can't touch it. Okay, I can't grab it. I don't want to be able to grab geometry. I don't want to be able to grab joints. What are you guys saying? Trim that up? No, please stop. It was... Oh, you didn't see anything. Speaking of Harry Bruce. No, Nick, please. Please spare us. Not in this public channel. Alright, so let's save this somewhere else so I don't accidentally overwrite my wonderful hand presentation. Archery. Boink. Alright, I gotta do an archery animation off the cuff. This is no alright, so we start here, right? We start somewhere neutral. I need to start saving these poses into like a library where I can just grab them. Start somewhere neutral. This bow is going to be in our hands. We need to put the bow in our hands. I need to take it out of this layer so I can actually touch it. And I need to match all the transforms that I had in Unity, which I put it under group. I had it upright, so I think it was 90 degrees, and then I had it rotated around 180, and then I had it moved back to be at the origin. Not safe for Twitch, Nick. Definitely not safe for Twitch. I will get in trouble. So then this got snapped to the sockets location. I'm gonna need these in Maya. I'm gonna have to redo this at some point and put these sockets in Maya. But for now, I will not, because it's gonna take me a minute. So I need to create a group. Socket left hand. Who's Evan? Let's see, hand left joint. So driver, driven. Oh, no, driver driven. I could just parent it actually. So let's just parent it. Hand left, right? Hand left, parent. There it is. And I think I can copy the values here. Estrogen. So -4, but I think it's actually +4. 4.4. It's rotated 90, -90, and then 90 in Z. -90, 90 in Z. So that, I think one of these is reversed though, because Y has to be up. And right now Y is like into the body. Yeah, it needs to be Y up, and then X toward, and Z out. So Z is out. If Z is out and Y is up already, then one of these is reversed. No, X is out. Okay, so it's dink, 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 dink. And then dink, 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 dink. Okay, so we have Z out, and then Y up. And then X towards. Okay, that looks right. And then this is 6 down. And then this is negative. It's 6.1. All right. And then 0.009 in Z, which is basically 0.9. That looks bad. It looks like it's right in the center of the palm. Evic Brandon. Evac Brandon. Thank you for the follow. How are you doing? Welcome. This looks right now. Although the rotations are... No. This needs one more dink. Dink. There we go. Yo, man, what's up? What's up with you? How are you? We are adding archery animation to the game right now. By the way, I was lurking around and came across your stream. Maybe I can help you out with Twitch custom graphics even more? Maybe you can. What's my Discord? It's in my bio. It's in my Twitch bio. There's a link to my Discord. You can grab it there. Discord in the bio. Ganzi with the assist. All right. So now I want to put the bow in the hand. I don't want all this shit in here anymore. I think I'm gonna just duplicate out the entire archery target and then unreference this thing. Remove. Okay. Yeah, I don't need all that stuff. All right, we're almost ready to actually animate. I have the cell number if you want prepped, please. Please. All right, I'm just gonna put the group in the socket. Zero it out, and maybe it'll match. It doesn't match at all. It doesn't match at all. If I zero this out, it did nothing. I basically need that. I'm just gonna go with it. That's what it needs to be. All right. So let's think about all the different poses. Thanks, Evan. Or Evac. Brandon, I should say. Yeah, I got no graphics. Look at this. Look at this Twitch stream. Got nothing. It's just me and my bald head. And my new chair. Got a new swivel chair. All right, so pose 1, this relaxed state. Oh, what are the arms doing up here? Delete. All right, we're ready. We are ready. Why is everything so dark? It's because I don't have a light in the scene. Wait, I shouldn't need a light. I don't have lighting turned on. This man looks ready to bullseye. I think this is a lady. Don't just assume because she has short hair. Or we don't know. We don't know how this character identifies. Alright, so I need to like stand up and go through the motions, so we need to like twist and step forward. Twist and step forward. Pose 1. Well, this is pose 1, so. What do I have here? Oh, I have a breathing animation. Okay. So, pose 1, set. We need to step forward and twist. That is going to take not much time. Let's just do a half a second. Start with the hips. This foot goes out. Kurt, you're my resident sportsman. Is this right? Twist and step forward? Yeah, I know. Ganzi, thanks. I gotta ask my resident archer. Ooh, look at that. Look at that pose. Oh my god. They are ready. Gotta keep the knees nice and bent, you know? Stupid suggestion, Ganzi. Please don't make fun of each other. Please don't make fun of each other. And now we want to bring the arm up. Oh my god, I love this so much. So I want to twist, and then you're setting the arrow. So the arrow, oh, I need an arrow. Oh, dang. I need one of these arrows. I have a clean one in the furniture scene that I just deleted. Let's get it back. Furniture. Where's my clean arrow? Clean arrow. Gotcha. Reference. I'll move. Bye-bye. Okay, we got our clean arrow. My ancestors used arrows? I think everyone's ancestors used arrows. All right, so the arrow actually gets held at the palm going out, so it needs to face forward Z. And you hold it. Where do you hold it? Right in front of the tail? Let's just right in front of the tail. Okay. All right, so let's get that arrow in the hand, in the left hand socket, which I don't have. God dang it. I mean the right hand socket, yep. Make a group. Right hand socket. Oh, painful. The placement of this, I'm just going to do by hand, by eye. I don't think it's going to matter so much as long as it's roughly in the same spot. It should just be fine. And this is the right hand socket. Put the arrow in there. Oh, okay. So here's the thing I was saying. I can't put the arrow in the right-hand socket because I actually want it to... I want it to be both. I want it to... I want it to be in the right hand, and then once it's released, I want it to be out of the right hand. So I'm going to do some parent constraint flipping. So I'm going to do another group, parent, offset. So I want to, and then I want to also parent it to the world. So the root socket is basically at the origin, normal stuff. And we want to parent constrain to the root and to the hand, and then floop, switch them when the arrow leaves the hand. It's 8:18. We're making okay time. Constrain, parent. Right hand socket. Constrain, parent. Okay, so right now it's trying to be in the middle of both, but we want to start in the hand, which is right there. You need to face this down. It's huge. That arrow is huge, right? I guess relative to the bow, it's not that big. Nah, it looks all right. Let's hide this for a sec. I don't need it. Ooh, and I should save. I gotta save the this pose. I haven't saved any of this pose yet. All right. I almost lost it. So now the hand comes up. Right next to it. Ooh, that shoulder is horrible. So we need to make the shoulder come out a little bit. All right, that looks good. Let's see what that looks like so far. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. I think it's a little too fast, but I won't really know until I finish the whole thing. So we come here, we pause for like a beat, and then slow ease back, right? Slow ease back. So since we pause here for a beat, I'm going to just set another keyframe, which is the same stuff. And then we need a slow ease back, which it's very hard to do this with an FK arm. This is going to be difficult. I'm going to have to keyframe it almost every frame to really bring that back. There's a lot of like elbow manipulation. Ooh, this is going to be tough. So let me just actually get the final pose and I'll do the in-betweens after. So this needs to come like out here and then the elbow does that. And the shoulder needs to like come up to compensate for the elbow bending. Oof, this is rough. This is rough. And we got to keep the hand straight. And maybe we can help it by just like nudging the bow closer to it. And it doesn't need to be perfectly straight. I think that's okay. I mean, that's a little silly, but all right, let's just see what that looks like. All right, keyframe that pose. What do we got? What are we working with? All right, so all we got to do is fix that little dip. It's a little dip. It's no big deal. Just a little dip. Still a little dip. That's rough. Ooh. I don't know how far the rabbit hole you want to go down, but don't forget arrows have those feathers on the end that balance their flight. I mean, I have these, like, you know, I have this thing. That's as far down the rabbit hole as I'm going to go. I don't even have a tip on the arrow. It's all good. It's tiny. Alright, it's a little jittery. And I need it to I want it to go really fast and then ease to a stop. So in order to do that, you know what, I'm gonna delete all those in-between frames I just made, just so I can do that ease. Yeah. Now ignore the bump, but it's kind of what I had in mind. Gotta add a little lift to the leg so it's not sliding. I think there needs to be more twist too. So if I'm twisting the hips, probably want more of like a spine twist. Yeah. And then I need to feed these values throughout. And then I'm going to fix that hitch later, and then we let go. So this hand kind of like maybe flies back. We switch to let the arrow go flying off the hand. So we want to hold this for a beat, right? So we're here, we're going to hold this for a beat. And then this arm goes up. And the arrow goes flying. And now to set the arrow, so right now it's attached to the hand. And I need it to smoothly detach from the hand and go toward the bullseye. So I think I need you animate little character reactions? What do you mean reactions? Like if someone's walking by and an arrow goes by their head? Like he gets a bullseye? Oh, yeah, I can do like a victory. So maybe I'll do 2. So if he gets a bullseye, he'll go, yes. And if he doesn't get a bullseye, he'll just go, I could do that. let's start with just getting this arrow out of his hand. So so this root socket, it's actually not the root socket I want. It's just like this bullseye, right? So now I need to, in one frame, switch the parent constraint. It's kind of like I need 3 constraints. I need the moving arrow, the destination, and the hand. Okay, that's what I need. So the root socket stays where it goes. And then I have the destination socket, which is the bullseye. And this parent offset gets one more parent constraint. We turn it off. Nope, I did that the opposite. Driver, driven. Okay, so we turn off destination. So on frame 30, we're in the hand. So I need to keyframe all of these weights. Key. On frame 31, we're fully flung at the root. So we're not in the hand anymore. And we are fully flung the root, which is basically where the hand used to be. Okay, so that's where the hand, I need to put the root socket where the hand used to be. Key selected. And then 5 frames later, we're at the bullseye. Key. I think that's it. So I just need to put the root socket where the hand was at frame 30. And that's up here. So I need to basically copy this. I'll just put it under here, zero it out, and then unparent it. So now that's exactly where that is. And then I need to copy this rotation because the arrow does a little thing where it turns the wrong way. So the destination socket just needs to be here and here. And that's it, okay. It's so simple, but so satisfying. And we don't want the, okay, so the few things. Right now the arrow at frame 30 is here, and at frame 31 it's let go, but it didn't move yet. So we just need to, so instead of zooming straight to like a 1:0 ratio, we need it to be like 0.9, 0.9.1, so 0.9. And destination 0.1. Key, okay. And don't forget, we need a wiggle. We need a wiggle. So the arrow group, oh, that's annoying. Ah, that's annoying. Let's see. I need another offset. -30. +30. So on impact, which is frame 34, it's going to be here. and then be here. And then be here. And then be back to 0. I love it. I love it. Probably shouldn't rotate so much at the end. And probably only be 1 frame. And then it should be more intense in the beginning, less intense at the end. Okay. I actually liked it better before. Give it 2 frames, give it 2 frames. That's pretty cool. Just gotta fix that elbow bump. Let's fix that elbow bump. So he goes down too much. I need onion skinning. I forgot how to do that. Animation, onion skinning. Animation. Is it display? Playback? Nah. Visualize. Create editable motion curve. I mean, that would help too. Yeah, make sure it's straight. Wait, where are all those keys I just made? Oh, I made them on the shoulder? That was dumb. All right, let's just say it out loud. We go down, up, down, up, up, down. So we want to even those out. We want to too far down. So we go up a little. Too far down. We never want to go up or down. Too far down. Too far up. Too far up. Okay. That's kind of horrible, but I'm just gonna go with it for now because I need to get this in the game. I gotta see this working. I love it. All right, so I'm not going to do the react. I know the reaction would be cool, but I'm not going to do the reaction right now. I just want to get it in the game. I can add that later. But if for the trailer, he should go yes. Maybe I can trigger. I have like built-in cheers. Maybe I can just trigger a different animation instead of making it this one. All right, so now to get this in the game, I need to take this group and I need to special duplicate it. History cannot be deleted, nope. Special duplicate. Send to Unity. Anims. Humanoid. Archery. I'll call this the bullseye in anticipation of having a miss. If you require an animation for hitting a bullseye, it just shows you're weak. Well, I guess I'm pretty weak then. So this also needs to loop. This animation needs to be loopable because they're going to do this for a certain amount of time, and I need to basically make sure the end and the beginning are the same. And I don't want them to just go back to this position. That doesn't seem right. I almost want to start... Oh, this is no good. Alright, this is causing so many issues, because what if the activity ends in the middle of a shot? You know what? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this because I'm an indie dev making an indie game, and maybe there's animation hitches. You know what? Let's just assume it. I'll make a loop later. Let's just get it in the game. Get it in there. So now I also need I need to export this arrow as its own thing. And actually, I think I want to add some tail to this. I don't want it to just immediately restart. Okay, I need to add a few more frames, so I'll do the same with the character. And I will send them back to this position because I can. Copy. Paste. All right, so now they go back to their... So now it does loop. That's so fast. And the arm swings around the wrong way. That's ridiculous. Why do you do that? Does this need Euler filtering? Euler, or Euler, sorry. Oh God. It just changed everything? Wait, let's save. Maybe that was a good thing. Euler filter. Okay, it actually helped. Oh, it totally broke my shoulder animation. But maybe it was... Maybe I actually don't need all that corrective animation because the Euler filtering. That's a question for the Maya gods. Nope, still looks bad. All right, let me get rid of all that again. But at least it loops now. Okay. So duplicate, export, send to Unity. Sword swang, archery bullseye, export. So now it's to 60 frames. And we also want to send the arrow, send to Unity. This is the arrow, archery, arrow, bullseye. I think it just caches the animation frame by frame, which is cool. Okay, so we got the humanoid. We do not want to resample the curves. We do not want to do animation compression. You're always trying to compress my animation and it always breaks it. Hit apply. Okay, I get a warning. Why? That's a false warning. So it's called archery. We loop. I don't remember like the correct things here. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be correct. Also, you got 20 minutes left. Don't blow this. No. Please say things like that. I don't want to blow this. I got 17 minutes left. I got to get this right. I can look at a different animation to see if it's the right setting. So dog pet. No, it's all original and it's all check. Check, check, check. Original, original. Apply. Dog pet. Yeah. Okay, so now we gotta add it to the animator. In the idles. Ugh. Alright, so we want to make a new state of apply. Archery bullseye. Archery. We want to go to it, go away from it, and it's going to be animation int 21. Animation equals 21, not equals 21. And do they have exit times? Nope. They do not have exit times. And let's say we want to do that. That looks right. Don't worry, Andrew, I'll coach you. Other people don't know what you need. I got a hard shell. Or I like to think I have a hard shell. Some of this stuff has been getting me down, though. Like, especially the social media stuff and the marketing. It's just so depressing when... Like, I love it when all my friends like it, but I need to get out there. I need to get to people that I don't know. And I can't. I just can't do it. I cannot reach non-friends. I guess the content I've made so far is just not getting picked up by the algorithms, or I don't know. Maybe it's not interesting. Maybe I'm being delusional. Guys, am I being delusional? Oh, God. No, I think it's okay. I think I'm just going to make the game, put it out there, and not worry so much. Maybe you're shadow banned? Possible. $3,000K to Rhode Island? Please don't bring that up. We already talked about my thesis earlier. All right. Come on. We got 15 minutes. We're going to get this to work. So I got to go back to the archery target. I got to tell it it's now animation 21. Our brand spinking new animation 21. The archery spawner needs to spawn. Ooh, okay. I don't know how this is going to work. We need to spawn the arrow and play the animation that was exported for it immediately. Now, I wonder if I could just make it a prefab. I wonder if I could just straight up import the FBX. So let me grab that arrow. So archery arrow bullseye. This is also archery arrow bullseye. This doesn't need a name, but whatever. It needs to loop. It doesn't have a rig, so there's no pose reference. It doesn't need an avatar. And it needs a material, but I don't care about that right now. I think I could just spawn this. I don't even think I need to make a prefab. It's probably good to make a prefab so I can assign an... All right, guys. I'm just gonna make a prefab. Oh man, it comes with the entire skeleton. That's annoying. I really only need this animator. Okay, I don't need the rest. Goodbye. Parent offset. Bullseye. Arrow. Bullseye. Okay. Animator, and then I need to give it the... I need to make an animation controller, or can I just loop the animation? Can I just do this? Play automatically. Will it loop though? You know what? No. Remove component. I'm gonna give it an animator. All right, so this is kind of lame. I don't know. To make each item its own animation controller, that seems really stupid, but I'm gonna do it. Blockade. Let's make a new one. Create animation controller. So this is the arrow controller. And then the arrow controller gets the arrow bullseye. And it loops, and it starts when it's awake, and then it gets destroyed, so it doesn't matter. And the arrow bullseye needs to go next to the bow, the archery bow. And is that it? Apply root motion. I mean, I don't know. Update, normal, call, always. Okay. So now the archery spawner also gets... Okay, so this is where my cleverness will hopefully come in play. So the root, it attaches to the root, and I spawn the bullseye. All right. We got 9 minutes. Do you think this is going to work? I honestly feel very uncomfortable about this. Zero confidence this is going to work, but... FIT graphics valedictorian. Stop. So the bow is still facing the wrong way. And I don't know where the arrow is. But I can select the player and go to the root and hopefully find the arrow. So where's my root socket? Here's my root socket. It's connected to the hips. That's no good. So it is here. And the arrow's down here not doing anything. Okay, I think I know what I need to do. So after all said and done, I need to duplicate the arrow, unparent it, and then constrain directly to the bottom arrow, parent, and export this, bare, everything baked into one. So let's send this one to Unity. Selection, archery arrow bullseye. Okay, yep, bake it. And I need to move the root. I don't know why the root is under the hips. That's no good. Let's move that. Layer viz. So this root needs to live above the hips and be zeroed out. Okay, that's right. And finally, I need to make sure that the animation of the arrow came in correctly. So arrow bullseye. So if I play this here, okay, so it looks like it's actually working now. And that should all just still be set up. Okay, I'm a little more confident about this now. Let's see. All right, guys, give me your best wishes. Make it nice and big for the moment. Boom. Oh, still no arrow. I gotta fix that bow. Oh, look at that. The bow doesn't even rotate with the hand? It just moves position. The heck? Oh, that's no good. Oh no, it does rotate. It's just... No, it doesn't. No, it's not rotating, right? Let's tick through it. No, it is. Okay, so the bow... maybe it's not zeroing out. Make sure you're saving your file every few minutes. Thank you. Some people, so when you get 50 followers, you can, I think you can have points on your channel. And every game developer I've seen, so the people in chat get to accumulate points. And then you can spend those points with weird things in chat. And yeah, everyone always has like a save scene. Like, don't forget to save your scene, or don't forget to drink your water. Don't forget to sit up straight. Like, you could just poke me with those points. Seems to be a popular thing. All right, let's just brute force this thing in. So the spine is connected to the head, neck, and the bow is in the left hand, and the archery bow is. So the left hand joint, archery bow. Where's the socket? Wait, where's the socket? Hand socket. Oh, I never made a left joint socket. That's why. Okay, guest, Jen. Quick. So we want the left hand socket. Player, biz. Left hand socket. I'm gonna put this in the left hand. Yeah, why didn't I realize that before? Okay. Go back. ISO player. So this is not the left hand joint. Hand left socket. Okay. All right, we have a left hand socket. Now it should, maybe the bow should be fixed. The arrow. We didn't check why the arrow wasn't showing up. We have 3 minutes. Why does this happen every stream where it's almost there in the last seconds? Does it really take me 2 hours to do literally anything? We're so close. All right, the bow is facing the right direction. We're almost there. Where's the arrow? Where's the arrow? The arrow is... Wait. It's animating correctly. Oh, it's just missing. The prefab I made was... I didn't update the prefab with the new geometry name because I renamed it. Everything takes you 2 hours except one thing. LOL. LMFAO. It doesn't like LMFAO? Well, I do, so. Okay, I know it's wrong. Arrow! Arrow bullseye. So we don't need these groups anymore. We just need this under the animator. And missing mesh. Arrow. Geo. 1. Oh, it's got a 1. We want to give it a material. Color. Matte. We're so close. We're so close. It's got the right matte. It's got the right matte. Alright. Calm down. Calm down. We got 2 minutes. I'm going to do something I've never done before. After this stream, which is going to end in 2 minutes, we're going to raid another stream. I've never raided a stream before. So stick around. Stick around for at least 5 more minutes. Archery target. No! It looks like axe throwing. We're so close. And it's like a frame off, or it's like a few frames off. Save the animation for axe throwing. They're also, it's rotating like under. So it's like if someone threw an axe underhand. All right, we're not going to fix this on this stream, but it looks, we're very close. I think a lot, so even though it took me 2 hours, a lot was added. We got items spawning in people's hands when they do activities. We've got other random stuff in and out of their hands, almost in sync. I got to figure out the sync issue. It loops properly. If I just kill it, okay. So I'm done with the activity. So the arrow despawned, the bow despawned. If I despawn in the middle, yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. I'm happy. All right. Thanks for sticking around and hanging out. I am going to find a channel to raid. Bear with me. Bear with me. Just hang out, you know? Just see where this goes. Let's raid a channel. Let's go to this guy. All right, all. Peace.